feel bored, frustrated, don't know what to do with it. No, you start planning. If this happened on a lockdown beginning tomorrow, then what can you do? What can you prepare? Put up some plans for your family. How many are you in your family? What are the age group? And moving forward for the next 28 days, what are you going to do? And even right down to your meals. If you have a lot of buying on, how are you going to place that? Or the potatoes. So that's what I started doing from last night, anticipating that something is going to be happening, which I didn't stay up to wait for the announcement. But from yesterday afternoon, I started working towards that. Like getting this vegetables or potatoes, checking on the stuff. How are you placed? Have you prepared for this? And all those things that we start planning, just anticipating something will happen. But then maybe you raise your hand and say, okay, it's easy for you to do that, or say that. What about me? I don't have the resources to do that. You don't really need to have that kind of money for you to go out and do that. You just need to have that, the ability to plan and have that closure and have that peace within you that God is in control. And like for us on the first COVID, when we were home, we did everything together as a family. I mean, we have grandchildren. We have about 5 grandchildren at home because 2 stayed with their mom. And we did everything together. All the games we did. We play scramble, we play everything. Vindi, then we play chess, we play draft, we play cards. A lot of things we do together. And we do it in partner, we have a good love. And then we ask around, whose strength bakes the roti, who has the strength in baking cake, and then we all learn. So we have our turns, somebody teaching us from the kitchen. We all do we partner up and do the cooking lesson, and then we have the tasting session, and we have Gaselevu doing the lovo outside. So it was a good time because we didn't take note of the days going because of the volume of things that was happening and the joy that it brings and the bonding that it brings to the family. And if you're looking at the whole 28 days yet, and the lockdown for the 72 hours for the whole of, for Central Eastern, if you're looking at it that way, don't be, frustrated already. Because some of you just hear the announcement and say, okay, what am I going to do? And then you look at your partner, because that partner is not going to go away. I mean, that's your partner for life.
This is a good time to renew the bonding.
Renew your bonding, Because when you're in the workplace, you send people around. They don't talk back to you. And most of the time, you can come vent out your frustration. They'll be standing there and listen to you. Go out, come back. They won't say anything because you're the boss. But at home, when you say the same thing, you have somebody else talking back to you. And then in your heart, you said, okay, I'd rather be in the office because when I talk, they don't talk back to me. Over here, they have their own mind and they're talking back to me. And that can create, that depressed and the frustration within you. So maybe this is the time to look in, for all of us, look in and just check yourself out. Maybe God allowed this time as a processing time for all of us on how to cope with your partner. And because if anything happens to you wherever you go, in your workplace or your relatives and your friend, yindona kaya gabiko, esegadi do e bakila bakalebum mebakana no mumata bubal. Your relatives here, they can come mourn for you today. Well, they have their own lives. Or your friends have their own life. They miss you, they mourn for you, but they have their own lives. And even in your workplace, they can easily replace you. You die today, or maybe a month later, they get somebody else to replace you. But for your home, you are irreplaceable. No one will ever come and take the position of being the father to your children or the mother to your children. No one will ever take the place of being a wife to your husband or the husband to the wife. Those positions are irreplaceable. But yet, we spend a lot of time looking after these things, the family and the relatives, or the church. I can say the church because we spend a lot of time in the church things. And also your work. So all these places, you can be replaced. But the very place that you are irreplaceable, you tend to run away from it. You tend not to spend time in it. But yet, the value that you give into the relationship, into that family, it's so unique that even your children will remember the exact words, they will remember the exact moments, they will remember the exact sharing of the things that you go through. Your friends and relatives, they can easily forget what you have shared, what you have said. Your workplace, maybe they can remember some, but not all. And the church, maybe you're just one of the many. You pop in and out and said, okay, there is a pastor, that's a senior pastor, that's the Rendini. They talk about you that way. Because you come in, you miss, but not there. But in your home, you're so valuable, very valuable to your children and your grandchildren and your spouse. When something happens to you, no one else will feel the brunt of it